Good morning. Just waiting for everyone else to get here. Good morning. Waiting for everyone to get here. I'll wait another minute and then I'm gonna start because we have a shortened time today. We got out at 8:05, I believe it is. Good morning. Okay, so what I need you guys to do, I'm not going to take time for the warm-up today just because we have a limited amount of time. So I need you to go into Google Classroom and open up Chapter 3, How Nutrients Becomes You, Guided Notes, because we're going to start with that today. Try to get you caught up with the in-person kids. So. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is to go into Google Classroom and get the guided notes page, Chapter 3, How Nutrients Becomes You. And we're going to start with notes today. Try to get caught up with everybody else. Landon and Cameron, they kicked me out of your game, so I wasn't able to watch you guys. It was sad.
Not a bad idea. You couldn't watch that game because that was our worst game of the season.
Oh, kidding.
No, we actually played terrible.
Oh, no. That stinks.
Yep.
Oh.
But that's all right.
Well, you can get them next time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Aiden, good to see you. All right. So the direction was go into Google Classroom, pull up the chapter 3, How Nutrients Becomes You, guided notes, because we're going to do some notes today to get caught up with the in-person kids. And your warm-ups, you'll just have to do those when you can. Remember, you are going to need to do Mondays and Tuesdays of this week. And then on Friday, we'll hopefully be back in a decent schedule that we can spend time, 2 minutes at least for those. But today we just don't have that 2 minutes. So getting right to it, let's start the notes. There'll be a couple times and we'll stop if we have time to do a couple activities. I hate doing notes for a full class period, even though ours is shortened today, but we'll just see how things play out. So here we go. Hold on, it doesn't want to open because I'm camera, of course. Can you guys see that? Because I'm not seeing it on your screen. Can you guys see it or not see it? Nobody wants to talk to me.
I can't see it.
Okay, thank you. Oh my goodness. All right, let me try it again. So, what is going on? That's weird. It's like it brings up a box, but that's all it brings up. If it does it again, I might try going out and coming back in. Let's see if that's the magic. Yep, it keeps doing that. I'm going to leave and then I'm going to come right back. So hang tight. Okay, we'll try something else. See if this is the magic. Huh. I do not understand what is happening here. Got one other way, maybe. Hold on. Huh. I don't know. It won't present to you guys.
I'm seeing it now.
You are?
Yeah.
Because I can't see it at all. That's so weird. All right, so you can see the whole thing. What's the first slide say, Aiden?
How nutrients become you, the basics of nutrient
I'm gonna,
nutrition.
can you still see it now?
Yeah.
All right, what if I do this? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I won't present to me, so I don't know. All right, so as long as you can see it, we're good to go. All right, have your note page open. It's in Google Classroom under Chapter 3, How Nutrients Becomes You, GN, Guided Notes. All right, here we go. So I put on the board the other day, you are what you eat. So just kind of representing that is that food is your body's fuel, and the foods that you eat help, they're broken down into similar elements. Energy is released. It helps build, repair, and maintain body cells, and it also takes in whatever nutrients our body wants and then gets rid of everything that it doesn't or discards it away, which is waste. Does anyone know what the 6 basic nutrients are? That's a question. Anybody have like an idea, or you've heard of one before? I know I've talked about them. I just don't know if you like logged it in your memory. Anybody know one nutrient? Just one. Nobody knows a single one. Okay, well, they are carbs, fat, protein, vitamins, minerals, water. Okay, and they're going to help with body functions, properly maintain your good health. So if you ever look at a food label, those are always going to be on there because those are the nutrients that our body needs each and every day. So make sure you have that down in your notes. And that would be the first thing that you would probably write in your notes. Okay, so moving on. Variety. Yes.
There's only 5 slots to put that in on the notes.
Okay. So make another one, can you?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Okay. All right. So what kind of nutrients does a nectarine have? Out of those 6, which ones do you think are represented by a nectarine? This is where you communicate with me so that we can move this along. So just think about it. What's in a nectarine? Is there fats, vitamins, carbs, minerals? All right, somebody put something in the chat so I can see it. Okay, minerals. Yes. Can I get someone to tell me one more thing that's in a nectarine besides minerals? And you can talk. Need to move this along. One other person. Cameron, come on, help me out. Landon. Ella. Logan, what is in a nectarine besides minerals? How about vitamins, guys? Vitamins. Okay, what about wheat bread? What kind of nutrients are represented in wheat bread? Bread. What's in there?
Carbs?
Yeah, carbs. Thank you, Lynn. Yes, carbs.
No problem.
Okay, what about trail mix? Like what's in trail mix? What do you got? You got the cereal, you got nuts maybe, dried fruit. You might have some candies in there. So what would you find? Yeah, okay. And then water obviously is water. So why wouldn't it be okay for me just to eat wheat bread for breakfast, lunch, dinner, every day, all day? Why wouldn't it be a good idea?
Because you're not going to get all your vitamins in.
Right. You're not going to get all the nutrients that are necessary to sustain your life, to sustain your health. So that's why we need to eat a variety in our diet, because not just one food provides the nutrients that our bodies need. All right, so we're going to do a little chemistry. I know some people aren't real thrilled with chemistry, or it's not their bag, but I'm not going to get too deep when we're in nutrition. I just kind of skim the surface a little bit just to gain some understanding about how things are put together. So we'll dive in ever so shallow and not go too deep. Okay, so this is also on your sheet, and it does list them across, like element, matter, atom, molecule, compound. And I just need you to make sure you define them, because on Friday, you'll be doing a kind of a review on the notes, and you'll need those definitions in order for that to, for the notes to really help you. So make sure that you write these down as we go through them. Okay. All right, so your body and the foods you eat are composed of chemicals, which are elements, chemical elements. Elements are the simplest substance from which all matter is formed. An atom is the smallest part of an element. And a molecule is the smallest amount of a substance that has all the characteristics of that substance. So like, for example, molecules are 2 or more atoms bonded together. Like 2 hydrogen bonded together would be a molecule because they're the same and they're 2 atoms. And remember that matter is anything that occupies a space. I'm just going to give you a couple minutes to write that, and then I'm going to move on. Not minutes, probably, 30 seconds. And remember, I'm recording, so I will put this recording on in case I go a little too fast for you guys. But I'm trying to get through it, so we only have a limited amount of time today. Okay, so the atom in a molecule may be the same element, or that it may also be a different element. So when atoms of different elements bond together, they form compounds. So like here is a really good example of how we have 2 hydrogens atoms that are the same, but then if you bond it together with an oxygen, what is H2O? What's H2O? You all have had chemistry.
Water.
At least, okay, thank you. I'm like, I know somebody has. Okay, so that means that hydrogen is something that can stand alone, but it can be used to make other types of elements, okay? So this is a really good example. I'm a visual learner, so I would probably be drawing this on my paper somehow or getting an image just so that it made sense to me, because I always have to relate things to things I already know. So, if you need to get a little picture of this example, do it for sure. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move on. Okay, so the 5 basic nutrients that are compounds that need more than just one element to make it would be carbs, fats, proteins, vitamins, water. And the one that can stand alone, where it just needs one element, would be minerals. Okay, so that would be a really good test question, to ask would be, out of the nutrients, which ones are compounds and which ones are elements. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. And the type of elements, and I don't think this is on your notes anywhere, but the types of compounds that you have to bond with others would be oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen. Did I say oxygen? I gotta write these down because I'm gonna repeat them. So nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon. Those are the 1 elements that can be bonded with others to make other things, okay? So you would consider all of those to be compounds. Nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon are all compounds. Okay. Moving on. Okay, so these nutrients are essential for our body because they help build and repair body tissue. They regulate all body processes, and they provide energy, which is your number 3, which it lists them out, but then we're going to define them. So wait until I get to that point, and then you need to add a little description at the underneath them. So when provided with the proper nutrients, your body can perform all of these functions in harmony, which optimizes health, wellness, and performance. So once you get, well, you don't need to write any of that yet, but go into Google Classroom and there should be something that says periodic table. And we're going to talk about that for a minute. Well, let me see if I can, where is Google? There it is. Okay, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but you're going to go in and open this thing called periodic table, and you're going to open that up. Aiden, can you see what I'm doing or not?
No, it's still on the presentation.
Okay, this thing is acting up today, and I don't know why. I wonder, well, hold on. Let me go into that. Go to tab. Okay, so I'm sure that you can now see it. Okay. Yes, no?
Oh, it says you're presenting, but it doesn't have anything yet. Okay, there it is.
Okay. Maybe it's just slow. Okay, so what you want to do is I put the periodic table on here. It's really small, but you could enhance it, make it bigger to see the names if you need to, or, pull up your own periodic table if you want. But I want to know what elements are essential to human health. I kind of already talked to you about some of them. What is your favorite food? You'll write it in this line. And then I want you to Google your favorite food and find out what nutrients represent it. Okay. And when you get to minerals, it can be, it could be potassium, it could be magnesium, it could be riboflavin. So put those under here, or it could be vitamin C, So put the nutrients that are represented here. I know that most of them are going to have fat, carbs, and protein just because that's where we get calories from. But what I'm most interested in is the element piece. So like what minerals are represented. You could give me some of the vitamins, but let's take a moment to do that. So what elements are essential to human health? Look at your periodic table down here, or you could go and pull up food labels and look at the elements that are represented and put some of them on the line, and then your favorite food, and then the nutrients that are represented by that food. Okay, so I'm going to give you, because of our shortened time, I'm only going to be able to give you 2 minutes. So we're going to start that now. So giddy up. 2 minutes. Go. Sorry, I had to get a Kleenex and my dog was barking. Okay. All right. So, somebody tell me some of the elements that they found in the periodic table that would be in food. Just give me one. Let's just start with one. Can we do that? Just one? Just one. That's all I'm looking for. Give me one. What did you find as being an element in food?
I didn't get to look at it long enough to see
Long enough to see what?
what elements food would be.
Didn't you Google it?
I did, but I was trying to answer the questions first.
Okay. Well, we have an answer and it's phosphorus. Thank you for that. Yes, perfect. Okay, in the chat, give me your favorite food. Go. What's your favorite food? Write it in there. Chop, chop. Quick, quick. Lasagna. Woo! Yummo. Now the question is, do you like lasagna with ricotta cheese or with cottage cheese? That's my question. Cottage cheese. Oh, ricotta is good too, though. All right, cheeseburgers. Where's my other people? Come on. Are you here in the chat or in the meet or not? There's Cameron's. Oh my gosh. Come on. Put pizza down then. Yogurt. Ooh, okay. Excellent. Okay. Now in the chat, tell me one element that you found was in your food. Thank you, Cameron. Pizza will work. Okay, so tell me one element that you found in that food, your favorite. What is one of the elements? Just one. Come on, somebody. Thank you. Yes, niacin. Excellent. Magnesium. Thank you, ladies. You are weighing in and helping me out today. I so appreciate you. All right, so let's go back to the PowerPoint. I know it's not presenting to you because something's going hokey. Aiden, if you could weigh in. Oops, shoot, I didn't want to do that. If you could weigh in on this, that would be great. Can you see my screen? I know it might take a minute. I'm wondering if, yeah, I know. I wonder if maybe it was I was impatient before, and that's why it wasn't showing up.
I can see it.
Okay, so it's so weird. All right. Anyway, okay. So moving on from here. This is where you're going to kind of write in the next couple slides under where it says building and repairing body tissue. So you want to kind of explain that. So the body is made up of billions of cells, and cells divide. They produce new cells, and they grow. Okay. They also repair damaged body tissue, and they replace old cells. And the cells are formed by the materials that come in the foods that you eat. Therefore, your body needs proper amounts of nutrients to help make new cells. So nutrients help build and repair, which is really, really important. Okay, so what periods of your life, guys, do you think that you need the highest amount of nutrients? Like what's a time in your life where you're rapidly growing and you need a ton of nutrients? Think
When we're
about it.
kids,
Yes, adolescence. Give me another one. Somebody was chiming in there.
I was just gonna say when you're a child.
Okay, yep. When you're an infant, yep. When's another time? Pregnancy. Yeah, your age right now. And if you have an injury or you're ill, is when those are the times in your life where your body needs a lot of nutrients. Lacking proper nutrients during these periods can negatively affect growth potential, can affect strength, your overall health, your healing abilities, your ability to learn, and even behavior patterns can all be affected by that. So like if you through your heredity, if you're supposed to be 6'4", but you lack the proper nutrition, you may not grow to 6'4". Or if you don't receive the proper nutrition at those ages, you could be more sickly. Your health won't be as well. You may have a hard time healing when you get injured. You may have problems at school, whether it be your learning abilities or your behavior issues. But all of that can stem from lack of nutrition, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how hunger affects mood. So if you scroll down on the periodic table, you will see that I wanted you to interview somebody about their mood, their attitude, their thinking, and physical performance during the times they were hungry. So when we did in person, we had people interview people, but we don't have time for that. So what I want you to do in the time that remains is tell me how your mood is affected, your attitude, your thinking, and your physical performance when you're hungry. Okay? And then once you get that done, as long as you did the top piece, I want you to turn it into me. Okay? And then we're almost caught up with the in-person kids, not 100%, but we're close. So that's okay. We'll tackle that the next time. But I need you to, before you leave me, in the 2 minutes we have that remain, tell me how mood affects or how hunger affects your mood, your attitude, your thinking, and your physical performance. And it's on the bottom of the periodic table. Now, when it says interviewing somebody, you can just put your name just because we didn't have time for that piece. Okay. And then when I see you on Friday, we'll be, going through that. I did a demonstration on fruit smoothies. So you'll have that to do on Friday as well. And then you'll have the note review that we'll do on Friday also. Questions you guys have before you head on out? You got about a minute.
Have a good day, Miss Epco.
Thank you. Oh, Aiden, we need to set up a time when you can take the test, bud.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
You can only do it either after school or I can set up a time second hour. Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday when I'm in person.
Can we, by after school, do you mean like after 2:30?
Yes, correct.
Okay, we'll probably just set the schedule then.
All right. Well, you need to let me know because we only have like 2 weeks, if that, in this 9 weeks, and then the report cards come out.
All right.
And any work for the unit, I am not taking because it's after the test. So, but I need
Okay.
you to take that test.
All right.
So let me know.
Okay, I'll just email you that to remind you that I'll take it after school.
Okay, sounds great.
All right. You have a good day.
Yeah, you too.